Today, I'm going to talk about masculinity. So, first of all, to start with masculinity, I have to tell you what masculinity is and how it can be seen. So, what I like to see masculinity as, it's an energy. And each human, to start off, we have two types of energies. And each human is born with both of those energies. But those two energies are two polar opposites. So let's start with the energies. So first you've got the masculine energy and the feminine energy. And both of them are, as I said, found in each human. And if you see a female or male, you'd want in a male to have more masculine energy and less feminine energy, and in a woman more feminine energy and less masculine energy. So imagine like I've got two glasses here. One is for feminine energy and one is for masculine energy. And these two glasses are different for a man and for a woman. And what I see with today's society is that more men are turning feminine and more women are turning masculine, which is a giant problem because you've got these two people who are not, you got demasculated men and defeminized women, which is wrong, and there are multiple reasons behind that. But let's start with like description of how the energies should be for a healthy man and for a healthy woman. So in a healthy man, a masculine man, you'd find that he has these two glasses, feminine, masculine. He'd have like 80 to 90% masculine energy and 10 to 20% for feminine energy, which is a healthy man, masculine man. And for a healthy feminine woman, she'd have 90 to 80% feminine energy and 20 to 10 to 5% feminine energy. So that's for a healthy female. And these two energies, polar opposites. So you've got the masculine energy, which is symbolized by like stillness of not changing, and feminine energy, which is symbolized by constantly changing, constantly adapting, and stuff like that. So the best way, this is a way that one of my personal idols, Hamza, really famous self-improvement YouTuber, which he actually got me into self-improvement, so I'm so grateful to him about that, but that's another story. So he made the best explanation of masculine and feminine energy, and the way he explained it is that masculine men are like a rock. They can't be budged, you can't change them, you can they don't change, they just overcome. So you got this rock, which no matter the weather, the nature around him, no matter everything in his path, he just doesn't change. He stays still and he overcomes. He can overcome everything. And with the woman, you'd imagine like a moss. Like moss. So moss is like growing on the rock and it's constantly changing. In the winter there's less moss, and in the summer season there's more of the moss on the rock, and it's constantly changing. But the rock just stays still. It doesn't budge. It doesn't change. It stands still. So, in this part of the video, I'm going to talk about how society likes to see, or better said, portray masculinity. So we've all grown up watching these movies, these cartoons, and you can all see all types of characters in the movies, the cartoons, and some of them are masculine, but they're most of the time demonized. So you've got this you've got to perfectly have a family, but you've got the super mom here, just mom's like a superhero in the family, and then there's the dad who's just a bum. He's a nuisance. He can't do anything. He messes up with everything, and he's just a comedical presence. So he's there just for the laughs, but he can't do anything masculine. He doesn't help around much. He's there, like a laughing stock. And that's one way society presents masculinity or masculine man. The second way is, which I personally hate the most, is the high school jock, the high school bully, is the guy that just bullies our main hero, our main protagonist. And he's there just to bully him, he's there just to make fun of him, he's there to take his girl, or he's there to just be the joke boyfriend of the girl he wants. Which to me makes sense, because when you see a guy like, for example, Spider-Man, you got a guy here, he's called Peter, and he's a giant nerd, he's into photography, which I can hate because I'm currently recording on a camera, but who cares. So he's a giant nerd into photography and into biology and these types of things, and he doesn't work on himself. He isn't very attractive. He's smart, he certainly is, but he isn't socially smart, so he doesn't have that many friends. He doesn't have much money. He doesn't have like much of anything, many masculine characteristics. And then there's this high school bully, who's, I don't know what his name was. Probably was playing college football, or American football, sorry. And he's big, he's buff. Didn't think he was muscular, I don't know. It doesn't matter. So there's this big masculine guy who was demonized for bullying, and he was a bully. So in this part I'm not trying to like make bullying okay, make bullying acceptable, but certainly not. It's bad, you shouldn't do it. But then like overnight this guy Peter, the giant nerd who always gets bullied, with a snap of a finger just turns into a superhero who gets jacked, and all of a sudden looks in the mirror. There's a scene where he just looks at himself. He's got abs, he's toned, he's got muscles, and then overnight he can just flick off the bully with just like no effort whatsoever, and then he suddenly becomes the loved one, the character, and the bully gets forgotten. So that's another way society likes to depict masculine man or masculinity. And in this third and last part of the video, I'd like to talk about how I myself see or understand what masculinity is. So for me, how I see or understand masculinity, it's this kind of force that it's this drive that keeps certain individuals to keep moving on, to never stop chasing their dreams, to chase their dreams until they've achieved them. It's this force that just keeps us moving on, to never stop doing the things that are necessary, even if they are hard. You have to keep pushing. You never stop. And if you just like, if you stop at a certain time, as a man you're gonna get sad, you're gonna get depressed, because you're not realizing your life's purpose. And most of the men today, I couldn't call them men, they're just guys, because on the scale that we've talked about earlier, on these two glasses of femininity and masculinity, most guys are not 90% masculine and 20 or 10% feminine. They're 50-50. Same with women. Women today are 50-50. Men today are 50-50. And what that results in are unhappy relationships, because if you see a masculine man and a feminine woman and they are in a relationship, they aren't there to be in a relationship. They are there because each of them completes the other one. So there's this man who is overly masculine, but he can't understand, or even act the way a feminine woman can. So they complete each other, like a yin and yang. But and we've got these depolarized women and men who are both 50 and 50% on the feminine and masculine energy test. They're just there. They are two separate individuals in a relationship. They aren't together to be in a They are together to be in a relationship. They are together to not be alone. But they didn't do anything. They're just there. they don't complete the other one, they're there. Which I find really sad, because most of today's relationships, it's hard to find a feminine woman, and it's even harder to find a masculine man. And I don't know about you guys, but I'd love to see my wife be a feminine woman. And women, they are unhappy too, because they don't have masculine men. And if they find a guy to be in a relationship with, it's probably just a guy he's not a man, he's a guy. He's there, he's playing video games, he's vaping too. There's not much he can offer, there's not much most of the time that she can offer, because a woman can offer you the most if you offer her the most first. So the man's gotta be the first one to offer things, to show that he can offer things. And if he can, the woman will offer. And then it's like a contract, but it's talking about relationships and comparing them to a contract seems really bad to me, but and seeing that in that way is really wrong. But some of them are, most of them are. Most of the average or bad ones. No, not bad ones. Most of the average relationships are like contracts, to be honest. But that's the way a 16-year-old guy in Czechia sees it, so take it as you will. So I guess this is the end. Thank you so much to the guys, to the people who have pulled through. I hope it helps the people that need the help, helps those who need it.